Wait, hold on a sec. Okay, so right now we have the run paused. Okay, I apologize for that. So, right here, we have the any percent unrestricted world record for Ori and the Will of the Wisps. We have it paused right now because I have a few things I want to say before we start the run. First things first, I need to give a shout out to my good friend Willow, because she found a lot of optimizations for the early game that are applicable to this category. Without those optimizations, the run would not be as low as it is. And the second thing I want to say is that I am going to be doing a lot of talking because there's a lot of stuff to go over within a very quick span of time in this category. It might seem like a meme, but there's actually a lot of things going on. I am also aware that there's a part of this run that can be very boring to watch, and don't you worry, I have something planned for that. So there's going to be a lot of talking, it's going to go very fast, so don't look away, pay attention, you're gonna enjoy this, trust me. With that being said, I think we're ready to begin the run. So, for this category, I have custom controller binds to get past this QTM as quickly as possible. Every frame counts. This is why you will see Ori jumping a lot in this game. Being airborne saves frames because the terrain is uneven. In other categories, you will see runners get the 3 spirit lights on the way to Torch to buy Sentry later. Where we are going, we do not need Sentry. Now, immediately after getting Torch, there will be a gap to clear. I will clear it in 3 swings by alternating between up and right swings. This saves a few frames over the standard 4-swing hover. The wall after the gap will be climbed in a specific way to set up for a strat called Torch Cut. It is very technical, and that's it, and it saves about 0.4 seconds over the standard way if done well. Now, I will use the same hover strategy to reach this log wall in 4 swings instead of the standard 5, saving more frames. And then we will make this precise jump followed by a precise swing to make that very precise jump. I've lost countless runs to it. Now, vines are magical creatures in this game, and we are beelining for the nearest one by entering the quick access menu while on the bottom of the vine, then tabbing out of and back into the game. We cause this game pause message to stay on screen as the prologue loads. We have to time the unpause, and luckily we have an audio cue. Our favorite NPC, Gumo, will call out to Ori twice, yelling, "Gumo!" If you unpause during or slightly before the second Gumo, right there, you should end up at the location you see Ori appear in here. Now, sometimes this will do weird stuff instead. Some examples include Ori staying on the vine, Ori appearing way off elsewhere in the Grey Void, and occasionally Ori appearing in places like Wellspring, Luma Pools, or Silent Woods. We do not know why those things happen, they just kinda do. Right now, we are holding left and rhythmically using Torch. All of the cutscenes in this game are stored out of bounds somewhere, and the Shriek Death cutscene is no exception. We want to make it to that cutscene, stored to the left of the first prologue island. It is optimal to minimize how left we go, so you will see that I enter the cutscene box in the lower right corner. That'll be coming up in another minute or two. Now, because we have another minute of this and then like 3 minutes of cutscenes, I want to take this time to summarize the history of this category. This is a surprise I was talking about. So, at the beginning of October 12th, 2020, the category we now call any percent no menu glitches was called any percent unrestricted. And the world record was in 1815 by SSJ Henrik. It was theorized that this cutscene warp that we are heading to now could be faster than the NMG route, and by the end of that day, the runner Sikinar proved it by obtaining in 1814 barely beating Henrik's time. The TLDR is that this run was the inciting incident which caused these two categories to split and become what they are. The any %U run at that time used 3 ingredients. Dash, to skip a cutscene within prologue so we can access the left end of the island. Torch, to reach the cutscene from that left end. And a race trial that could be loaded from the quick access menu, giving Ori Torch and Dash from your save while in prologue. The route Siki used kept Torch throughout the run. This meant that draining the water in Hollow was necessary, and using statue skip was required since Weapon Wheel is inaccessible while Torch is equipped. Now, Tekopar, affectionately nicknamed the Wise Monkey Sage, had a different route idea brewing in his cauldron. Instead of keeping the original Torch, he wanted to get Dash normally, and there you saw I enter the cutscene box. So, after getting Dash normally, Teko wanted to use Dash to soar that out of bounds to get Howl's Torch, and using that route, Siki was able to get a 1632 on the 16th of October. On November 6th, 2020, Moon Studios shadow dropped Patch 3. Now, the quick access and backup saves menus could be directly accessed from within a save file, leading to many new glitches. 6 days later, the Zelda runner Darmabi had a new idea. Copy over your save file before getting Dash normally. Next, do Qualic Trial. Then load the alternate save by Dash. And finally, perform a new menu glitch found by Sirius called Backup Save Stacking to return your lost Torch, eliminating any need to see Howl. Using this route, the legendary runner Club Zettel 5 got a 1459 on November 13th, showing that even when you have a genius like Teko in your community, entire routes can be changed by a single idea from anyone. On November 19th, Teko made a Strat post about a new glitch he discovered. You could get the camera stuck in the Ophir room, where we usually buy Sentry, using backup saves, keeping Bow Room and beyond unloaded until you paused the game and re-centered the camera. With this, a route was devised where you went straight from Ophir room to the dash lever, eliminating the need to copy save files, buy Sentry, or collect any Spirit Light. On December 2nd, I got my first ever world record of 1244 using that route. That same day, Teko posted about a new menu glitch called the Cutscene Lift. With this glitch, and with the help of a trick the legend named Lixum found back in November called Gumo Lift, he devised a new route called the Bowers route. This route used the Bowers escape sequence instead of the Qualoc race trial. Now, Dash was no longer necessary. Pleb obtained a 1049 with this route on December 23rd. With only 2 ingredients left in this any % soup we were brewing, Teko thought to eliminate another of those ingredients. Perhaps he didn't need a trial, but just a vine or a pole. On February 8th, 2021, he did just that. He created this route we are showing off here, over 2 years ago. And this record of 7 minutes, 12 seconds, and 740 milliseconds is where the record stands today. If anyone thinks they can beat it, I challenge you, do it. And that is the run I hope you enjoyed. Some shoutouts to Dido for restreaming, and for all the people who helped organize this event, and everyone who came before. Thank you to the entire Ori community. With that, signing off. Bye.